Again, it's already off.
Yes. But we're on.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm back.
Surprisingly, I know. Like, usually we're not back this fast. That's because we're on summer vacation.
Yep. Finally, hot weather.
Sadly.
There's an AC in the background.
You're gonna have to suck it up because I'm not about to deal with an 84-degree day in this fucking, like, literal garage.
They've dealt with it for like 3 years at this point.
I know, but I have the feeling at least someone's gonna complain.
There's always that one person. Anyway, last time our audio got interrupted on one of our videos. I was really upset about that.
It was a Splatoon video from what you told me, right?
Yeah, it was.
Which one was it?
The last one we did.
On that last one, well, at least you had like knowledge of what the last things we were talking about were.
Yeah, but I made a community post about it, and I got 2 comments.
Yeah.
One just said "fuck."
Surprisingly enough, that one wasn't me.
It's not.
Because I haven't commented on anything in a while.
The other one was from frequent commenter Zoinch. Says, "Man, I had to ask for the day off work to watch that shit. Fuck."
Nice to see you're still watching these, Eric. I don't know why.
And I responded, "Might give you the honor of #1 fan just for that comment."
Pretty sure that automatically puts him at #1.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, looks like I know which one I'm taking on last. This... No. Let's go with this one first. It's easily the one with the least amount of actual worth.
It's been a week. I went out of town for the weekend.
I worked.
I saw a copy of Pokemon Pearl for $75.
Yeah, he showed it to me.
Cartridge only. There were 2 copies in stock, and every time they're always there every time I go, and they're still there, which means nobody's fucking buying them.
I brought up the idea that maybe it was like some rip-off from like Temu or something like that.
But
which is weird because every time I've gone to a GameStop and asked, "Hey, can I see what DS and 3DS games you have?" all the good ones are gone.
They also, from my memory, they also had Mario Party on the DS, and I don't remember any other one. But I did buy this Charizard amiibo, which
sick.
Because they had some amiibo in stock, and this was like one I did not have already. So yeah, I decided, why not? This is my 50th Smash amiibo. 50th. Yes, I am a proud owner of half the Smash lineup. What else has happened? It is now a new month, aka June. Okay, hottest month in the world. The year.
We need to put that in the fucking lockup. Quick one. Fuck, I forgot the time. Shortcut.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I forget these words sometimes.
How dare you forget the word shortcut. Other than that, no.
Sorry, I was distracted by trying not to get my ass killed. What were you saying?
It's my birthday.
No, it isn't. I know your birthday is.
Yeah.
It's literally only a few days before mine.
No. Yeah, today is June 5th of Wednesdays. E3 is not this month, and it will never be this month ever again.
E3 is dead. Long live E3.
R.I.P. It was fun while it lasted. But we really killed it.
Let's be honest here, the internet killed it.
But we do have the Xbox Game Showcase.
There's also Summer Game Fest.
That too.
And we just had a Sony one, but very quickly I heard nothing happened.
There was an Astrobot game, and that was all that interested me.
Oh yes, the PlayStation 5 went from 1 to 2 games.
Yes.
Like, unironically, the PS5 is literally a paperweight at times.
Oh, and Silent Hill 2 got release date.
Man, I love it when I see this. When my backpack starts actually giving me fucking room to pick up shit.
Well, next week we're gonna get an Xbox Steam. Is it next week or this week? Sometime.
You can look it up. You're not playing.
What day is the 9th? That's a Sunday. On Sunday we're getting an Xbox Game Showcase, followed by the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct. Yes, they sold from Nintendo.
Sad part is no one does Direct like Nintendo does Direct.
And then we'll get a Nintendo Direct sometime this month.
Even their weakest Directs tend to be better than whatever the fuck everyone else is doing.
Oh man, I want to watch Nintendo Direct for old people. Call of Duty.
But alright?
I don't know.
Like, even the weakest Nintendo Directs tend to be better than, like, literally everybody else's weird-ass
the partner
presentations.
The partner showcases of 2020 would like to counter that statement.
Well, those aren't Directs.
They had Direct in the brand.
Yeah, but they're not like, the actual Nintendo Directs. I'm not counting things like mini Pokemon Directs where it's literally just, hey, there's an update to the mobile games and here maybe we'll drop a new info on games. I'm talking about like the actual Nintendo Directs.
I don't know. The Farm Direct still haunts me.
As someone who likes farming games, it doesn't haunt me at all.
Anyway, then we'll get Nintendo Direct this month, and they will show nothing of importance, because everybody's going to be disappointed that they did not show Switch 2, even though they said they would show it.
Yeah, I'm prepped for that.
I'm prepared to be disappointed because they're still not going to show Tomodachi Life. I can dream, okay? Then they'll show nothing. They'll show nothing at all. Maybe a game. They'll show games. Trust me, my obscure relative works at Nintendo. He said they'll show games.
I don't have any family that works at Nintendo,
Yeah.
but I could tell you they're gonna show games.
Yeah.
This isn't a fucking Sony presentation.
Imagine they drop Zelda casting.
What?
Zelda movie cast.
That'd be funny, actually.
I'm ready for that. The internet's gonna have another meltdown. Especially because it's live action. And also a Sony movie. Perfect recipe for disaster. And speaking of Sony movies, they recently said they're going to be a lot more aggressive on using AI to cut costs and produce movies more efficiently.
And like that, what little sliver of respect I had for Sony has died.
Yeah, because they have the title of most incompetent film studio, and they are doing whatever they can to keep that title.
I can't believe Illumination is better off than you guys.
We live in a society. Also, last night, it was like super fucking hot at 12 in the morning, so I couldn't sleep, so I booted up Netflix to watch Pokemon. Because I couldn't sleep again. But when I logged into my profile, which my dad also uses, I learned he was watching Madam Web.
Bruh.
Bruh, indeed. He was like 20 or 30 minutes into it.
What'd he say?
I haven't talked to him about it.
It's probably for the best. You might be ashamed.
Yeah. He's like... I know he's seen 50 Shades of Grey. The unrated version.
That's somehow still more respectable, not gonna lie.
Because he rented it from a library once. But yeah. But why? Why would you watch Madam Web?
Do you have a death wish? Because it sounds like you have a death wish. Yeah. Not from any actual, murder or anything like that, but rather from how terribly you're going to feel after you're done.
I have thought about watching it just to see how bad it is.
He was with my mom in the Amazon when she was...
spiders before she died. That line's not even in the movie.
Yeah.
I know that's common for movies, but still.
That's because most of the trailers are actually based off of, they're actually based off of, deleted scenes that were cut at the last minute.
Yeah. And then the movie turned out to be the most AI-generated slop ever known. I know it probably wasn't AI-generated.
I know they chose Ezekiel because, what he does in the comics. But the man isn't even, technically meant to be that bad of a guy. He was just determined to keep the characters that he was trying to lock up, safe, because they were about to try to get...
Yeah.
Shit was about to go down. It revolved around the Spider-Verse, and Spider Totem stuff. Basically stuff that you wouldn't understand, because, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
I remember before the movie came out, I saw a single commercial that showed all the characters in their costumes. And that was pretty much all the commercial focused on.
That was not even an actual thing in the movie, it was literally a flash forward, memory thing.
That only appears for 10 seconds. That's probably...
It's also the fucking poster, real quickly.
Yeah, it is. And apparently Sony was so sure that Madam Web was going to do so well, and now they're depressed that it didn't. Because they genuinely thought it would do well.
They've been thinking that these things are going to do well since since fucking Morbius.
Yeah. But Morbius was popular with the meme, so they had to re-release it. And it bombed again.
Morbius wasn't even popular with the memes. It was just one guy, Rada.
And then Sony re-released it. Because they're stupid. Yeah. And Dakota Johnson's even said people aren't going to see a movie if it just follows trends and logistics and whatever. Trying to be trendy.
Well, she's not wrong.
And somebody got pissed at her for talking shit about the movie. Calling it right now, if Kraven the Hunter bombs, the Sony Spider-Man universe is dead. Just saying. That comes out in December. Guess who's not gonna watch it? Me.
Well, I didn't even assume you were gonna watch it.
I'll watch Venom 3, but not Kraven.
The Kraven thing is also dumb,
He was bitten by a radioactive lion.
No, funnily enough, there's one version of Kraven that does feed himself with lion DNA.
Yeah.
that Spectacular Spider-Man's Craven, and for as much as people love that show, generally people kind of agree that's like the weirdest thing that show did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the movie's gonna suck because it's an SSU movie. Venom: The Last Dance will be goofy as all hell, but it won't be good. Let There Be Carnage. But yeah, Raging Bombs, this SSU is done for. Because there's never been anything good out of that. Desperate attempt to cash in on Marvel. I got nothing else to say.
I wish I could start this this room over because I spent so much time trying to kill those things when I should have been trying to kill this. Mostly because I didn't realize I could just damage it normally.
I also like to point out the Netflix description for Madam Web reads, in this action film about a clairvoyant paramedic, Dakota Johnson, quote, brings a refreshing, grounded quality to a superhero.
Fucking leave me alone!
Raves RogerEbert.com.
I hate these things!
Just shoot it.
No, I need to... Technically I need to block it. But it refuses to walk this way.
Like, here.
And anytime I was trying to block it, those fuckers kept punting me with balls of fire.
Probably heal.
Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna restart with all my magic. I'm saying fuck it to those things.
Yeah. Madam Web is a movie.
Fuck off!
I actually heard somewhere that as soon as the reviews for that movie came out, a bunch of people canceled their pre-order tickets. They did not want to see that.
Well, to be fair, a bunch of people didn't even know what they were gonna be watching. They expected a Spider-Man movie.
Because Sony really wants to show Spider-Man into it, but not actually put Spider-Man in it. It has something to do with Spider-Man, I think. Really doing this society. Dead. Blech. There's something in my throat. Not anymore. But yeah. Okay, enough Sony shit talking, because I have nothing else to say about them at the moment.
Actually I kinda do.
Even though it's gonna suck.
No, like, so, their entire goal is to do that whole, like, thing, and they recently announced that they want to make essentially a Spider-Man movie without the MCU Spider-Man, but while keeping Tobey and Andrew. How do you feel about that one?
Stupid. I think that just further proves my comment that Sony is the most incompetent movie studio.
It's up there.
Because they see a trend and they'll go like, oh, people want to see that.
The thing is, Sony aren't exactly artists. They're literally like a corporation.
And now they're going to use AI. That's a lot of health.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was a little too like I wasn't exactly aggressive with the guy.
But in other Marvel-related news, to the surprise of no one, Deadpool and Wolverine has officially been rated R.
To the surprise of chuds on the internet.
For strong, bloody violence and language throughout, gore, and sexual references.
It's not even a joke, by the way. People who are already predispositioned to hate the MCU because woke were claiming that it's not going to be rated R.
It got a sign last night.
The funny part is I don't know why anyone believed that, considering how they literally have been saying it was going to be rated R.
And the second trailer kind of proved that.
Since they bought out Fox.
Some people are kind of cautious.
Cautious?
But after the second trailer came out, where they really said fuck multiple times.
And not even getting into the whole want to do cocaine bit.
Yeah. And for the first time for an R-rated movie, it's credited under the Walt Disney name, as opposed to something like Touchstone or Fox.
You might remember this from one of the early missions. See how much faster I am at demolishing this guy's health?
Yeah. He's ready for Mickey Mouse to say fuck. Ryan Reynolds has even said he is very surprised by how far Disney was willing to push the R rating. Oh boy, this will be cinema. And then Sony will see the success of this movie and be like, oh, we can make an R-rated superhero movie.
I'm pretty sure Craven's already meant to be R-rated.
Yeah, it is. But they just bring it and such. If it's a Sony Spider-Man universe movie, then it's not going to be good. Unless it's Venom. Venom the Last Dance, baby.
Venom's already been rated R, actually.
It's PG-13.
I thought Venom 2 was.
It's still PG-13.
Fucking...
They said one fuck, though.
Venom 3 probably is going to be a Deadpool Wolverine succeeds.
The Last Dance. Till death do they part. And people are criticizing the Venom 3 trailer because it includes a scene of a bar that was in the end of No Way Home with Symbiote.
Yeah.
And people are like, so they're not putting Venom in the MCU? Or are they just trying to fuck us over and confuse us?
Yes.
People are like, oh, well, that's actually a different bar if you look close enough. And I'm like, people are not going to look close enough.
If you think people are going to be looking close enough, you underestimate the general movie-going audience.
Yes, I don't look too deeply into things most of the time.
Shit, the only way I'll be able to tell is if like some YouTube channel, like a week later, like does an entire video time of like everything you fucking missed, even though I never watch those videos anyways.
I've seen exactly one that was for the Deadpool trailer.
I always find them as like just kind of annoying and really surface level half the time.
Yeah. Everything you missed in the Space Jam 2 trailer.
Basically, I'll only watch it if I know the YouTuber is like really like knowledgeable about the subject they're talking about.
Yeah.
So like when like a random Poke YouTuber does a video talking about like the stuff you missed in this Pokemon trailer or something like that.
And also...
Instead of like one of those content farms.
And it also has an official runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes. The longest of the Deadpool movies.
Huh.
I'm dying. Ugh. What's up? Oh yeah, Paramount's getting bought out by a company called Skydance.
Yeah, we talked about this, I think.
Yeah.
So let's just kind of randomly bring up what we thought about this. We had no idea who the fuck Skydance was. Then you looked up.
Production company that worked on Top Gun Maverick, some of the Mission Impossible movies.
Why do I have the feeling it's the company that essentially said, "Hey, move that photo of the map of Taiwan, that image of the map of Taiwan in that jacket, because we want to appeal to the Chinese audience." Because yeah, if you don't know, half the reason why Hollywood's obsessed with pleasing China right now is because quite literally China's bankrolling a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a new keyboard?
What else we got? But yeah. But you know, considering the other options, the other people who were interested in buying Paramount were Sony, who one is incompetent and two wanted to break up the studio, and Warner Brothers, which would have been a disaster. This is probably the best way to go.
Sadly, you're right. Hell, who knows? Maybe with this buyout, Paramount won't be as fucking idiotic with how they treat Nickelodeon.
You think?
No, I think I'm pretty sure that Viacom, like, the people in charge are never gonna fucking let that happen.
Yeah. Thus, we have. Well, the deal is going to be worth around $8 billion. Which is smaller than I thought it would be. But yeah. This will include ownership of things like CBS and Nickelodeon and all their properties. I don't know, MTV. South Park. I don't know.
Well, we can only hope that things go well.
We can only hope.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thunder in this game is really finicky.
Yeah.
Probably should have brought more thunder early.
Hey. I also found a post I also found a thing that showed a bunch of mergers and acquisitions that never went through. Yeah, for whatever reason. And this one stuck out to me. It's like Yahoo was thinking about buying Netflix or Hulu, but they ultimately chose to buy Tumblr instead.
You can see how that was easily the worst mistake they probably made.
Yeah.
Tumblr is basically all but dead to anyone who's like a diehard user like me.
Yeah.
Granted, it's also a much better social media site now.
Yeah.
Most of the toxic people left.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Funnily enough, they went to Twitter.
Of course. What else is interesting?
And all because they didn't want porn.
And now porn's legal.
Well, people never stopped posting porn on Tumblr.
Mm-hmm. Microsoft tried to buy Blizzard twice in the 90s, but failed.
So basically, this acquisition's been a long time coming from Microsoft.
Yeah. Now they do own Blizzard.
And Activision and
And
King.
And King.
Let's not forget King, the supposed reason they actually bought it.
And the most important part, Major League Gaming. That's totally the most important part.
Oh, MLG was the thing.
Yes, I did. Simpler times.
That was definitely brain rot, but it's like a mix of Gen Z and millennial brain rot.
1999, Microsoft approached Nintendo about buying them. The deal was that they would make the hardware for Nintendo, where the loudest executives laughed their asses off. That would have been a nightmare. They also tried to buy Squaresoft, EA, and Midway around this time.
I think Microsoft really underestimates just how prideful Nintendo are.
Yeah.
As shown by the fact that that wasn't the last time they attempted that shit.
They thought about it, but went for Bethesda instead. Which was probably the better choice. And more realistic. In 2000, Nintendo and Activision were waiting for Rareware, but Microsoft beat them both. Irony. It said that Activision was really close, but Microsoft outbid them at the last minute. And now Microsoft bought Activision. Netflix offers to be bought by Blockbuster for $50 million, but they decline. Irony. What else we got? 2004, Comcast tried to buy Disney for $66 billion. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Viacom tried to buy YouTube, but they ended up getting bought by Doodle instead, and they responded by copyright claiming everything because they're assholes.
Yeah. I remember the sheer amount of times that Viacom has taken down a video I liked.
Yeah. Other bidders included News Corporation, Microsoft, and Yahoo. Alternate universe where Google never bought them. Would it be better or worse?
Worse.
Okay. Microsoft offered to buy Yahoo for $47 billion.
Then people kind of underestimate, like, just how bad some of these other, like, options were.
Yeah. 2008. EA tried to buy Take-Two Interactive, but they gave up.
Yep.
Square Enix tried to buy Tecmo, but they were more interested in merging with Koei, the former Koei Tecmo, which is what happened.
I find it funny that this is basically the way to finish this mission.
Yeah.
This is one of the few missions where there's essentially an unlimited amount of enemies to take on. Which is good, because sometimes you will actively run out of enemies to take on to try and do this whole, like, collect hearts mission.
Instagram tried to buy Snapchat for $3 billion in cash due to their introduction of stories. And then Instagram made their own stories. But we can't have a monopoly on social media.
The hell we can't!
Or can we? 21st Century Fox, pre-Disney era, offered an $80 billion offer for Time Warner, which was Warner Brothers before AT&T bought them. But the reason they said no is because they would involve selling CNN. And they already got Fox News. Two sides of different coins. Well, I don't know what I was saying there. We got stupid fellas and stupider fellas.
They're all just literally pundits to try and get people to believe what they want to believe. Yeah. In reality, though, let's be honest here, Fox is worse.
There's a reason Disney didn't go after that part. 2015.
Even though they actively agree with most of the messaging.
2015, Apple had considered buying Time Warner. Didn't happen. Disney somehow planned to merge with Time Warner before AT&T went into negotiations. That would have been hell. Wow, could you imagine Marvel and DC under the same company? Crossover is gonna be wild.
Marvel Comics already existed before they got bought out by major corporations that made it so that they'll never do that again.
Yeah. Unless it's Fortnite.
Granted, they did my boy Peter dirty in that event, so fuck them anyways.
Yeah. Disney planned to buy Twitter, but decided not to because there were a substantial amount of bots. You know, and there still are.
Yeah, it's nothing but bots.
Yeah. Comcast, Sony, and Verizon were bidders for 21st Century Fox's assets, but it ultimately went to Disney. Comcast persisted until July 2018, and then they gave up. I'm glad it wasn't Sony. Very glad it wasn't Sony. Google wanted to buy Epic Games for Stadia, and we all know how that went.
The Stadia was a mistake.
Really.
And I literally just said I got some nuts to run around with.
Paramount wanted to buy Discovery, but they ended up working with Warner Brothers. For better or worse. Spoiler alert, it was for the worse.
At the end of the day, all these companies just kind of coalescing into one company is just fucking everything up.
Yeah, we're gonna get...
I blame Reagan for all of this.
2020, Microsoft not only, and this was very publicized, tried to buy TikTok, but almost tried to buy out Capcom, Nintendo, and even Warner Brothers games. Capcom said no, Nintendo would certainly not allow it. The government won't allow it. Even if Nintendo said yes.
I do love like the running story for Olympus is quite literally Bill got a new trainee from Hercules and mistakes us for that trainee. Meanwhile, Hercules just keeps on hearing about how the guy he recommended has been doing great. Yeah. Until, like, at the very end is really... Wait, that's not the guy I sent you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Comcast wanted to buy Activision instead of Microsoft. No. Microsoft was interested in acquiring Zynga, Farmville guys, but it was sold to Take-Two.
Both all around terrible.
Yeah. Microsoft was seriously considering buying out Sega, Square Enix, and IO Interactive. That's first.
Yep.
And I saw this meme. The racist. Out of your friends, which are you? The racist. The racist. The racist.
Sadly, you can't exactly unprove it.
It's specifically Cuttlefish from Splatoon, which we joked about in our playthrough, but he's racist.
The joke is, it's not a joke.
Yeah. Oh boy. And also, remember the company Embracer Group?
Vaguely.
To give you a rundown, they own THQ Nordic, and that should tell you everything.
Okay.
But some significant developments in the past included, well, they bought out some of Square Enix's companies and IPs, so Square Enix can fund some NFTs.
God fucking damn it! Again!
2 years ago.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. But it sounds like something they did. Hey, we're selling off Final Fantasy to fund some NFTs. Could you imagine?
The fact that companies still believe in this scam is hilarious.
Yeah. But, and then Embracer Group had like a $2 billion investment. Fucking fail. So now they're collapsing.
Good.
Yeah, because they bought a whole bunch of companies and now it's all backfiring on them. So they're splitting into 3 different companies.
Ain't Nordic the one that like did the fucking Sapphire game recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I hope they die. I hope they burn in hell.
They're also doing the Epic Mickey remake.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, but it's THQ Nordic. They're not that bad.
Yeah,
the first thing that pops into my mind is 2 SpongeBob games when I think of them. And that shouldn't say enough. Say what you will about THQ Nordic, at least they were a better publisher choice than Ubisoft for Snow Day.
Fair enough.
Funnily enough, Stick of Truth was supposed to be published by the original THQ before they went bankrupt.
But that was back when it was a 3D game.
Stick of Truth was always going to be 2D.
Was it?
Yeah. And also, South Park has begun to advertise the theatrical re-release of the movie, which is in like 3 weeks. I think I'm gonna bust out the suit for that one.
You continuously said you're gonna bust out the suit for that one.
I will. It's gonna be hot as hell, but it'll be worth it. Master.
The annoying part is, this is like the second one of these I've done in this goddamn castle.
Yeah, last night at 12 in the fucking morning, I watched 2 episodes of the Pokemon anime. It sucked.
The fact that you keep watching it in English is pissing me off.
Sorry, but your Family Guy preaching is going to work on me.
Doesn't help that you're watching, like, you're judging an anime based on a fucking 20-year-old version of it.
I'm joking when I say it's bad, but...
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. That series basically doesn't start looking good until, like, XY.
I know it's 20 years old, so... But I'm enjoying it so far. Just finished episode 6 out of like 1,200.
Have you ever heard of like the weird ass like way that the series was originally meant to be developed?
No.
Okay, so the thing is, the guy who was originally in charge of the anime had his own thoughts on how the world of Pokemon should work. Let me just say, they're kind of wild.
Oh well.
For instance, in his opinion, the anime should have ended with a Pokemon uprising with Pikachu in charge.
That sounds like an edgy fanfiction.
Yeah. That's actually what the movie was also meant to be about.
Okay.
And like, it would have ended with Ash as an old man reminiscing on his time with Pokemon.
But then the anime continued until the end of time.
Yeah, they kicked him out, thankfully.
Yeah.
Also, in this iteration, Pokemon just kind of showed up out of nowhere, like on Earth, randomly.
Yeah.
You can see why I don't like this version, right?
Yeah.
I much prefer the version of the world Pokemon we have in the modern day, where Pokemon have just kind of always been there, and the world and rules of society have just kind of evolved with Pokemon as time goes by.
Anyway.
Where you'll see things like Pokemon working in public service and stuff like that. I like that stuff.
Anyway, I've also, in my research, I also learned there are some episodes that are not on Netflix, so I'm going to have to go out of my way to find them down. Track them down. Which is probably easy, but...
Just pirate it.
I'd rather not. I'd rather feel like it. I'd rather watch stuff without feeling like my computer's about to have 50 viruses installed onto it.
The thing is, you're not going to find them because they're banned episodes.
I can find them somewhere.
You're going to find them only Japanese, so it's like stuff like that half the time.
I know. But yeah. Overall, it's entertaining. 6 episodes in.
I can't believe Sun Moon had a blackface episode.
I know about that.
It's not actually a blackface episode. He was trying to like essentially dress up as one of the lemurs.
Yeah.
To like get them to trust him. Fortunately, lemurs they kind of look like that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But there was no way he was gonna do that.
Also, I just prefer watching stuff on TV.
Okay, let's use that eye potion.
What else?
Why the fuck do you have so much health?
Because they're big. And the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
They silenced me. I couldn't even heal.
There was a scene of Meowth and Flick, and I'll just point that out. That's like the one thing that stuck with me.
For what?
Meowth inflation.
Have you ever seen Long Meowth?
I don't know if I want to.
I'll show it to you soon.
I'll look it up.
Look up Gigantamax Meowth.
Gigantamax. Oh my. That is ridiculous.
You think that's ridiculous? Look at Gigantamax Pikachu or Eevee.
I know what Pikachu looks like. Oh god, it's fluffy.
It's nothing but pure fluff.
And Pikachu's just fat.
They made him chunky again. You have no idea how happy people were. Because Pikachu's design got slimmer with each generation.
Yeah.
I'd avoid this room too.
Yeah.
Gigantamax Pokemon are weird. But like,
Yeah.
I think my favorite was definitely the one that made it so that the night bird become a series of jet fighters.
Yeah. My Pokemon team in Sword was always...
Corviknight. I forgot the name, that's why for a second.
My Pokemon team was always Teleon, then Corviknight, and then 4 other Pokemon that are just there just to evolve because I always one-shot the opponents. That's not a joke.
That's fair, yes. If you're playing like a child.
I just want to fill out my Pokédex on Pokemon Home, which is annoying because it only registers like the form it's currently evolved into. So like when it evolves, I have to.
Oh, look, you're acting like you're trying to do a living dex.
I have to like transfer it back into Pokemon Home after it evolves, and then transfer it back into Sword, so I can evolve to the 3rd form if there's a 3rd form, and then when that's done, I'll put it back into Home. It's a hassle, but I've tolerated it.
Shouldn't have to. Fucking hate you, sergeants. Mostly because you got in the way there. I almost killed it.
Alright. anyways.
No.
No, I don't know.
One of these days we should do one of those we should like spend an entire episode just kind of going over Pokemon and deciding if we like the design or not.
Vaporeon.
Let's not get into that right now.
Gardevoir.
Like I said, let's not get into that right now. Anyways, I prefer to start from the very beginning.
Bulbasaur.
Instead of video,
I know.
This video is already like 56 minutes long. I'm not about to start this.
Bulbasaur sucks.
Take that back.
I'm joking. It's cool.
Is it weird to know that like the only reason my very first starter was Bulbasaur was because I'd already seen what Charizard and Blastoise looked like, so I wanted to see what Venusaur looked like.
Yeah. That's fine.
Right, these things.
Well. I will say, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but my favorite Pokemon is Oshawott. And I just remembered I have mentioned it before, but the audio got corrupted for that. So technically...
Wait, was that on the missing audio of the episode?
Yeah.
Huh.
We were talking about Pokemon spin-offs. And how I played exactly 2. And they were... Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity on the 3DS, and Part 2 on the Wii.
Yeah. I played most of the ones on DS, I'll say that much. The only ones I haven't are like things like Dash, Crozar, basically spin-offs that literally have nothing going on for them.
Gates to Infinity, I spent like 50 hours in that game. Looking back on it, I can see that story was pretty dark. Which I guess was a common thing for Gen 5.
I think that was dark. Look up the Explorers of Darkness, Time, and Sky storyline.
I want to play those. I think I have those modded into this system. Because they were on Virtual Console.
Honestly, that'd be a fun game to play.
Yeah. Because they were on Virtual Console. Well, I think all the DS ones were, as well as the GBA one. But the first two have a remake, so if anything, it'd be one of the scores. There's either two.
Funny enough, those technically count as roguelikes.
Yeah, I know. I realized that. Yeah, Gates to Infinity is a game. That's my full comment. And Pokemon Part 2 was also dark, which Okay. Oh, it was just a stupid minigame collection. There's only 4 fucking minigames in it.
Yeah, Pokemon in general actually gets really dark if you ever stop to even think about it.
Yeah.
The slightest bit of what the world is actually like.
Yeah. Animal abuse.
They tackled that in Gen 5, but
Yeah.
like there's a reason why it's like it's confirmed that Pokemon don't care about the fighting thing,
Yeah.
because basically just about every Pokemon, with very few exceptions, are as smart as humans. So yes, they actually can give consent.
Yeah.
If they didn't, they wouldn't even bother fighting you.
Black and White 2, some kid stops ISIS with his pets.
Meanwhile, your rival's main goal is to rescue his sister's Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah. Black and White. Black 2, I'm still looking for that. I'm going paranoid over it. I've written down a specific list of events I remember from that day I lost it, which proves that I might need to be locked up in a mental asylum soon. But I remember I always got stuck on the Elite Four, because I did not know how to use full restores or revives, apparently. Because I'm stubborn.
This reminds me of me not realizing how to get through the 8th gym in Diamond, because I quite literally wasn't smart enough to realize what was going on, and also because I managed to skip dialogue.
Or elixirs. I didn't know how to use elixirs, so I always died. I got the champion Iris like once or twice, and I still died.
Yeah.
And at some point I just said, fuck it, I'm not doing this, and I just spent basically the entirety just going to the movie making studio, just wasting my time there.
Okay, but to be fair, that shit's fun.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we're stealthing.
Shout out to the fact that they literally decided to say, hey, you know what would be really cool? Let's make the Pokemon game set in America. Also, essentially like the perfect game to emulate the idea of like you becoming a movie star in Pokemon. Also, let's give you the ability to date an idol.
Who?
So, do you remember how the way you get the X transceiver in this game?
Black 2?
Yeah.
Dude, it's been fucking years.
Okay, so you know.
It's been
Basically, you find one that's just been kind of like accidentally abandoned.
Yeah.
And after a while, the person who owns it, who is the opposite gender of you, like calls you up and says, "Hey, it's your that phone's that like wristwatch is mine. If there's any chance can you return it to me?" And you eventually go around trying to return it before they decide to say, "You might as well just keep it." And eventually, if you like, after you get to a certain point of the calls. It's no longer kind of just basically you no longer are mandatorily getting these calls. You have to seek them out, and the more you get it, the more calls you do, which based on you have to keep going back to those spots that you first got these calls. Depending on the day, it's a time thing, but like the person on the other end keeps falling in love with you before it's eventually revealed that they're an idol that you'll occasionally see in advertisement over the course of the game. Here, let me bring it up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
In Black 2 or White 2, did you play as a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Okay.
I always played as a boy. Now because I grew up with that, I have a soft spot for every black and white character.
Even Trip?
Who is Trip?
It's from the anime.
Fuck Trip. He's the exception.
He's the guy with the fucking Snivy. Do you remember them?
But I've heard of them. Yancy?
Yeah. This game goes out of its way to basically treat your character like a star in the making if you really stop to think about it. You get to be an actor and you get to date an idol.
Perfect. The poor memory I have from playing Black 2 is that, I was in a car ride and I was buying the type gym leader, I believe. And my 3DS was really low on battery, so I was like, and I was really close to waiting to fight. I was like, okay, please don't die, 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 please don't die.
I had that moment happen to me before.
And I beat him, and I had to skip through the dialogue because I was really scared my 3DS was gonna fucking die. But I managed to save the game, and then my 3DS died.
I've been in that moment before.
Yeah, and that haunts me. I'm still looking. I really want to know if DS cartridges can be picked up by metal detector. But those things are stupidly expensive.
Yeah, also they're plastic, so definitely no.
Damn it. Alright, is there a plastic detector?
No.
But like, do they have metal inside of them?
They do, but that metal tends to not be, you know...
used?
It's stuff that isn't really magnetic.
Damn. That is weird. I might have to pull a FNAF movie and just enter myself into my dreams and try to find that exact moment in my life.
Or you could just emulate it.
I do have it on an emulator. But mainly, I just want to back up all my Pokemon at home.
Well, you're just gonna have to wait to see if the Pokemon Company ever gets their head out of their asses.
I'll find it.
It might not even be at where we're at. Maybe to the last. You know, you don't live anymore.
I would know. I remember where I left it, and it was in the living room of this house on the TV stand. And we've had that same TV stand ever since we moved in here.
Chances are it's been thrown away.
My dad said he would never do that. And hey, if I could find a fucking Tinkerbell cartridge, I could probably find that.
Well, keep at it.
I'm trying.
Imagine, like, your sister accidentally throw it away.
I'll murder her. And then I'll just swallow her white tooth cartridge out of spite.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird because I looked at. It says I'm crazy, and I looked at my 3DS playtimes and my sister's 3DS playtime, and I learned that the Black 2 cartridge went missing 4 days after she got White 2 for herself. It might be crazy. Man, it's not my fault I bought a fucking Tinkerbell DS cartridge for you in my hope to find a stupid Pokemon game from 2012 that I bought in 2012. I genuinely did forget who Trip was.
He was,
I know who he is now, but I didn't remember him initially.
Come on! Ow! I wasn't even in the cone.
Well, man, I could probably remember every other black and white character. Probably. Don't test me on that.
Do you know who Fennel is?
Fennel.
Do?
No.
She's Juniper's. I guess that one former assistant. I guess she has her own like lab now, but like she was the one that did the whole dream stuff with the Musharna and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Muna.
Yeah. And yes, I do have Black 2 on an emulator, but I still would like to find my original cartridge one day. One day. Times like these when I wish I had a security camera in my house.
You know the funniest thing about Fennel?
What?
I found this out like a few days ago, but a lot of people ship her and Juniper.
Of course they do.
But the thing is, it really doesn't help that. So have you ever heard of the they were roommates joke? Well, the joke is that, like, a lot of lesbian relationships in the past were hidden by essentially being eternally roommates and stuff like that. Yeah. And, like, just being considered, quote-unquote, really good friends. Mm-hmm. Fennel and Juniper were actually roommates. So, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, after being introduced to it, I could easily see it. I could ship it. They don't really interact with any guys, and their only friends are basically teenagers or themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ignoring, like, any research aids that I'm not remembering because they're not important. The only research aid I've ever seen in a Pokemon game that's actually important is the Gen 4 research aid. Wanna know why?
No.
Come on, it's actually really interesting.
Okay.
So basically, in Gen 4, there's... Professor Rowan has a few research aids. One of them has black hair. And when you talk to them, they'll talk about how they're the dad of whoever you're not playing. So they're either May or Lucas's dad, right?
Gen 4.
Yeah.
That's
well,
Gen
not fuck Don or Lucas's dad. Yeah, I fucked up. But like, I say that because let's be honest here, it's definitely Lucas's dad. The amount of people who play Don and generally the games kind of treat Don way more importantly. She even in Pokemon Masters DX, she's the one treated as a champion. So she's definitely the one the essentially most canonical player character.
Yeah. I got that on my phone recently.
Yeah. Doesn't help that Lucas's design actually fits more with what I'm about to bring up.
Yeah.
Professor Sycamore Gen 6 is a former Professor Rowan research aide. And not just that, he's French. You ever notice that Lucas has his hat?
You see, this implies that the French people are real.
Well, they're Colossian, so...
This implies that Kalos is real.
But the thing is, you're ignoring something. The one that isn't real is Galar. Because Galar are the British.
But are French people real?
In an argument against the French or the British, they're more real than the British.
I thought Galar was Scottish.
Galar is definitely Britain. It's the UK in general, but yeah. Funnily enough, the main character comes from the southern part of Galar.
Yeah.
And that's definitely where essentially Scotland would be. Than Wales.
Boy. Okay.
Well, technically Wales would be more into the middle, but yeah.
Okay. Alright, kids, here's a question for you. Who's your favorite Pokemon? If you say Vaporeon, I'm gonna mute you.
You get the feeling you get to do the same thing at a Gardevoir.
And Gardevoir.
Or Lopunny.
Or Lopunny.
Or Lucario.
Lucario.
Or basically any of the furry bait, really.
Yes. And also Klefki, because fuck that thing.
Skeledirge. Well, I already answered mine. Skeledirge.
I said it before, but mine's Oshawott.
Mostly because he wouldn't let me say Gardevoir. Originally it was Blaziken, but Skeledirge kind of overtook him.
That's an alligator. Never actually seen the fully evolved starter forms for Palkia.
Yep.
So this is all new. Alright kids, who's your favorite human Pokemon character? If you say anyone from Gen 4, I'm filing a restraining order against you.
Not Gen 4, huh?
Yes, because Gen 4 is the easy answer. Everyone's gonna say, oh, Dawn, Cynthia! So here's a challenge.
Yeah. Okay, the thing is, I have different answers depending on the category of person.
Trainer.
Just general. Okay, let's just ignore all boundaries. Let's go for basic government, I guess. Favorite character would probably have to be. I guess I'll go over. I definitely enjoyed her a lot. It's either her or her.
Who?
Nimona. The new rival. She's actually a lot of fun. Think Goku, but with a dash of yandere.
Interesting.
It's either her, or Annabelle from the Battle Frontier.
Alright. My favorite, and to challenge myself, I can't do anything from Gen 5, because everyone knows I'm biased towards that.
And you can't do Gen 4 because you already said no Gen 4.
Can't do Gen 4.
Oh, wait. Since I literally only listed girls, favorite guy from Pokemon, Professor Kukui from Alola. I only brought that up because I literally listed only girls. It's kind of weird.
I like May.
The rival or the player?
The rival.
Fair enough.
And favorite boy. I have no answer.
Fair enough. I just brought that up because I just remembered that, like, Professor Kukui was really
Yeah.
fucking cool in the anime.
I don't know. Hop, I guess.
Ugh. Hop.
I'm just saying that because I have no one else to say.
It's clear when you say hop.
You didn't really tell my experience. Because otherwise I would have just... Because I restrict myself, can't do Gen 5, so I just can't say it. And I'm like most familiar with Gen 5. Help.
I have no mouth and I must scream. Like,
That's how I feel right now.
Okay, have a favorite gym leader.
I'd say Iris just to piss people off. But, I'm gonna pull from 5 or 6 because those are the ones I'm...
No restrictions on this one. I'm actually...
Yeah, I'm gonna... Fuck. There was like one I liked enough.
Describe them for me.
Fucking... Let me just look at them. I need visuals. Ugh. Styla from Black and White.
Oh, funny enough, I would have said Elisa.
Elisa. I was also thinking of her.
My reason for having Elisa as my favorite gym leader is because I love the fact that between the two games, she just casually has a different design, and it's not like with characters like Misty where there's an actual major time skip. No, she just has a different design because she's a model. Of course she would.
Yeah.
I guess since we both answered from Gen 5, we can always do this with every generation now.
Fuck every generation.
Because for Gen 1, it's definitely Sabrina.
Sabrina. Alright, who's your favorite rival?
I already listened to Mona.
Mona.
But if I'm not allowed to use her, I guess I'd have to go with... Blue. Mostly because a lot of fan works have really expanded on who the character of Blue is, and I kind of like him because of that. Mm-hmm. Which basically means not for any actual reasons, except for one actual reason. I love the sheer bravado that the man has when he literally says, "You know what that means? I'm the strongest trainer in the world!"
My favorite...
Also, you beat him to gym leader, so that's pretty cool.
My favorite rival is none of them. I think they're all terrible. I'm joking. I don't know.
I mean, you can always choose a rival from the anime.
They all suck though.
That's yours, man.
I know. From what I've seen. I don't know. Everyone from Gen 5 because I'm biased.
Sharon, Bianca, and fucking
Hugh.
Hugh, huh?
Yeah.
Or technically N too, I guess he counts.
Sure. Except N. That guy's stupid.
Okay, favorite evil team leader?
Gets us.
Lusamine.
You can clearly tell my priorities.
Okay, so you'd think it'd be my priorities, but I just like how literally every version of her is so fucking different. That's not a joke, by the way. She's different between each version of the game and the anime.
What's it? I'm dying. Favorite anime rival? I don't know.
For me, it's definitely Paul.
I grew up during Black and White, and all of those rivals are pretty...
They suck.
They suck.
Like, Stefan's like the only good one.
Who's Stefan?
He's the guy with the sock. Who was a throw?
I remember there was a sock.
He's the guy who had the blue one.
That's sock.
Yeah.
How do you not know the name of this Pokemon from this generation?
That really only appears in that one.
Yeah.
Granted, I technically do, because I said it first.
I know. The fact that I had to be reminded of Fripp's existence is enough.
Well, 100 points at 36.
And I don't know, there was, what's her name, Georgia, I think.
Wasn't she the one that constantly teased Iris over the fact that she's afraid of ice?
Yeah. Or that she's a kid.
Fuck that, I'm not about to do that.
But yeah.
100 points? Hell no. I do not have that reaction speed.
No.
We're about to start holding time. Also, it's been an hour and a half.
Yes.
I should save.
Moral of the story, Diamond and Pearl suck.
Moral story, ignore his opinion on Pokemon. He hasn't
true.
played a single game since, like, Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
Which are easily some of the worst.
I know. But
like, unironically, people will agree. For as much as shit you can give Scarlet and Violet for its terrible optimization, on every other front, it's basically a better game.
I'll play it one day. Anyway, moral of the story, Oshawott the best Pokemon ever made.
I'm not even gonna get into, like, my opinions on Pokemon. Because seriously, Oshawott is a Pokemon I have such mixed feelings on.
And if you say Vaporeon is your favorite, or Gardevoir, or Baneri, Lopunny.
Baneri's the pre-evolution, the one who spent the entirety of the Diamond and Pearl anime with a crush on Ash's Pikachu.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think she evolved eventually, I don't remember or not.
I'm going to file a restraining order against you.
No, I don't think so, actually.
Goodbye. If I... Damn, this thing broke. Yeah, Super Tinker. Okay. There we go. Alright, peace out. I'm done.